Hello, gamers. Hello, noobs. Welcome to the first special game of the tournament. My guest for today is my close friend and a remarkable player that has been around for quite some time. His Diamond Elo and just recently made a guide on how to play Spy. Be sure to check that out. Two times captain and a very accurate assassin. We love his artistic soul that brings a lot of joy to our community. Let's welcome Bumfuzzle.
Hi, Pat.
Hello.
Thank you for the great introduction.
My pleasure. My pleasure. And yeah, here we are, the first special game.
Yep, 1.1 off picks Evian Ave.
1.3, 1.6 off pick.
Yep,
Very similar to the previous game's off pick. That was done by a
yep.
VT. Bajanov. Yeah, generally we have just a very solid lobby here with
Yes.
special players. Evie says, sorry to bring the elo down. There's a small little cute chat. Funnily enough, the first chat of the game. The 1.2 is on the more interesting side.
Yeah, I like to make picks like that. Pick into previous picks. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
interesting. This is accurate, I guess, because C123 says Ave and them are not too res. Bazanov says Evian complex not too res. So the logical pick, if M1s are correct, is to pick refrain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from Eevee's POV, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
So what is Complex gonna do here?
I I feel like some people like to off pick people that unpick other people. But I feel like off picking something like Bazanov and Z123, giving Refrain the choice to pick Eevee is more natural, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
off-pick Bajanov and Z1 to phrase. I think it would be my go-to pick if I wanted to just pick something standard.
Yeah,
It opens up the game for sure.
yeah. Complex will probably unpick Ave or something because he's like crazy.
I actually think of picking Z and Bajanov. It's probably I just don't see anything else.
Yeah.
What else can you do here?
Maybe flip picking Bazanov and Eevee, but yeah. What should I get for lunch? Refrain, filler chat.
Yeah, he sounds relaxed.
Yeah. I knew somebody would say that.
Okay, that's a quite funny chat given his avatar right now.
Yeah. We are the Adios Pingus. Yeah, I
Oh,
knew a complex.
you said that. You did say that.
Yeah, I knew complex would do this. Some random crazy stuff. Well, it all depends what M2s look like now. I feel like the only person who has a right to accuse this is probably C123. It's the only person with a right to accuse. But I guess Complex is following C123's info a bit with sort of combined with Bajanov's info. Yeah. Okay.
I could see the accusing this.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, one point. Thing is, maybe Evie thinks maybe Complex is PR and Bash and knows that picking Bajinov on C123 is not correct. So they think maybe just follow the info because they can be two spies picking like 1.1 and
Have you seen
1.2.
the previous game?
No?
So we had a very similar situation in 1.5 by Ave when he didn't pick the most logical pick because
Yeah.
he had a PR info that would just force a dirty team to, so he avoided that. It did lead to a disaster.
Oh yeah, I saw it was like right hand side Ave and it was a mission loss, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe 1.1, 1.2 spies don't play like this. Yeah, I was thinking EV doesn't have to accuse.
Well, I feel like this game is hinging on complex right now. Everyone is just following his 1.4.
Yeah.
He's gonna be certainly under a lot of fire if M2 fails. He
Yep.
did made a very loud pick, so
Yep.
people gonna expect a lot of stuff from him.
What's Ref chatting about? What's this going on?
I can't
Says
really
busy.
social read that. I know
Yeah.
myself sometimes in games where you actually have nothing to do, you tend to just like distract yourself with random conversations. And this game, you
Yes.
kind of don't really have much to do. Also, I'm pretty sure that it is against the rules to send the links to anything that
Yes.
points outside, so Ref is going for a deduction.
No. Lol, Ref. What the fuck, man? You can't please. Oh,
And
oh,
it
oh.
fails.
Like,
I'm happy.
fire.
I'm happy it fails.
Yeah.
Like, clean
I,
and Tuesday.
I feel like
Oh.
Z123 can accuse Complex for this because
Ref can also
the only
accuse Complex for this.
I mean, the only, yes, obviously, but the only team that Z123 has with Complex now, with correct M1s, is left hand side Complex,
Okay.
which might be viable, I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't like this pick. I don't think Complex plays like this.
This is the classical, like, clean, the good ones 3.1. Hey, this is.
Yeah,
No, I mean, I can see this pick be picked. I also am not sure, like, what I would do here. Because you're
if
not
this
gonna
goes,
pick complex.
oh yeah,
Technically, you can
I,
even pick complex if you want a game.
yeah.
It's a special game.
If if this goes through and is dirt, and Ava's a spy, the game is lost, or pretty much. So it didn't go through. Okay.
Well, the things with picks like this, it's so like staple that if it is
Yeah,
clean and if you just reject it, yeah, this team is not being revived
yeah.
easily.
If I were Ave, I'd pick left hand side Complex. Or Square, interesting.
Okay, I guess Ref is Res.
Yeah, Ref.
I have no idea why is Ace picking Ref here.
Yeah,
He can pick also because if he picks left hand side Eevee even anti-Ref Z,
yeah,
any team without Ref and it fails, Ref is gonna get hammered, and you can solve the game from that moment.
yeah.
All right,
Ooh,
I guess Ace is a spy. Like
yeah,
I
it was a
honestly don't
spy.
understand Square. Phew. And we have people wrestling 1, 2, 3. Complex is the one to rest. Damn, the guy is gaming. Oh, Evie's defending? Oh yeah, because he rejected 3.1. Yeah, it does seem like Ref has pressed this game. What
I
about
think
top?
Bashanov is also res.
Red or Res?
Res, as in
Res.
blue.
Yeah, yeah.
I think M4 is 1, 2, 3 Bashanov and Refrain.
Oh, I think like if Bajanov is Res like you cited, the Zigzag is
Yeah,
the most likely clean we have right now. With Complex being what? Percival to no, Complex could be Merlin doing 1.4 because he doesn't want the off pick to Res.
yes. Hmm.
Hey, there's a lot of chat. Let's look at that. If your only team's left arrow is what? Right hand side and him? Wait. What is left arrow? Oh,
Left arrow is quite
left hand side
complex.
and complex?
Yeah,
Okay, that
which
makes
is what I
sense.
said pick on. Which I said is what Abe should pick on 3.2, but they didn't.
But he could also be left hand side EV. It would be strange to remove EV on 3.2 after he solo rejected.
Yeah, I think Baz is res, and I think Refrain is res.
No, I think we are getting somewhere here. It looks like Zigzag, honestly.
Clean reject on 3.1 was Zigzag, yeah.
Oh dear, EV being a spy and solo rejecting 3.1. That's that's something you don't want to do as a spy. Solo reject the team in 3.1 as a spy. Because you have the myth. That would actually be the myth. Everyone adds to M2 and 3.1 fails.
The how is Ref shading me makes me think it's not top. I think it's Ref. I think Ref Bash and 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3 res.
But you're not sure about complex, I feel.
Yeah, I'm not sure about complex.
And Ave says, okay, Ave can say whatever he wants to say. Bash says, I don't like 3.1. And well, saying I don't like 3.1 is kind of wrestling complex.
Yeah, it is. Nah, I don't want top. EV sounds like a spy.
Top or 3.1? It really does seem like Zigzag.
Yeah,
The kind of obvious team, not gonna lie. I agree with what Z said. Is that 3.1 needed to be out only then. Like, if you wanted to see 3.1, yeah, this team is just something you can't really reject. And if you reject and you're right, then you're gonna be a huge carry. But it seems like Eevee was a spy rejecting 3.1. That's very unfortunate for spy win rate,
want
of
to see
course.
want to see trying to shade complex in my opinion.
Can you say that again?
123 is trying to shade complex by saying, I mean, this is mechanically clean, complex POV. Okay. Yeah, I like this. Okay.
Well, Ave is a quite confirmed spy. I
Yeah, I
don't
don't think
think,
Eve is
yeah,
bad.
I don't think I would forgive him 3.2, especially if we have players like Ref and Eevee who just look more res. Even though Ave didn't outspy in any way, it's that you have to add one person, and those two just look more res.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Bajanov is just like straight off shutting down Eevee. Yeah, like this is gonna be clean. And it was, I feel spies have kinda laid on the platter this clean. 3.2 and 3.1. Like 3.1 was shut down by one spy by Eevee, and 3.2 by the other. So
Mhm.
3.2 made Ref look very rest, then people rest Z. That is interesting, them resting Z. Do you think it's like a Z and Ave counter? I feel like this is where you can have a lot of PR info. Why was Z123 insta rest?
Mm,
Because I don't think that people are gonna arrest someone just because he was in zero mission in a special game, like straight
I
up,
agree.
like instantly.
I have trouble seeing if I'm any person on Square that isn't Ave. Ave has trouble seeing anti-ref C123, and any person on Square has trouble seeing right-hand side Bajanov. So a C123 has to be res. If you think about it that way.
So like this trouble seeing is because of, for example, people on right hand side because of
Yeah,
1.4.
yeah, and 1.3, 1.2. I wouldn't like anti 123 refrain if I'm Ave. So if Ave is res, then if Ave is res, then C123 is res.
The first person to
But
res C123 was Complex, who was actually out of M3 fail.
I know, but I wouldn't as a res I would hate right hand side Bashanov. So C123's only spy mate can't be Ave. So Ave if Ave is a spy, then C123 is res. If Ave is res, C123 is res. So C123 is just res.
Ave is holding, so I don't feel like a lot is happening here. Of course, the players are chatting. Let's see if there's anything here.
Yeah.
Ave, funnily enough, it is like Evie and Ref are spamming the chat, but Ave is the one holding the pick.
Yeah. That's just a lie, but 3.3 failing clearly versus comp. What do you
Hmm.
mean? That's just bullshit.
I don't think it does. Yeah, I don't think it's fairly clearly
Okay.
res is complex. Yeah, it does res Z1. It makes Z123 more res because he's on zero fails and it's crit. Bajanov is playing very solid this game.
Yeah, he is.
Now let's think about his role as a confres that he is. So Bajanov to 8th Hunter and C1 to 3. What do we think about that?
Maybe.
And then Bat 1.1? I'm not sure.
I
Who
I I
knows?
I I think it could be complex as you 123.
If you don't like Rev, add Ave. Okay, go Ave. Oh well. I'm not sure. But like I understand Bajanov's POV because he's
Yeah.
asking for an ad and the ad is not being picked.
Hmm.
So there's literally no reason for Rev to not be picked. So he just says, hey, pick someone else. And he doesn't like Evie because Evie tried to say that he didn't call for 3.1. It was Rev trying to call for 3.1. Oh man. So in situations like this, I can see why people often for are chatting quite a lot, but it usually doesn't really change anything. Like, do you think that in situations like this, if you are, for example, Evie, your chat can have like a real influence? In a situation exactly like this, not just being often for. He's still holding. Oh, okay, so wait a second. I do feel like I think something might gonna be different here. They all agree that Evie's not Ras. Z says, okay, so the ad is in bottom, and we have three Merlins on the troll being added. The
Yes.
troll is
I think.
Egg Hunter, right? 3.2 is so giga shit lol. That is true. It is not the best pick. Oh well, they are adding Ave. Alright, wow. Them adding Ave is...
This is if ref is Yard, this is trollish.
If ref is what?
If ref
Yeah.
is Yard, this is
Oh yeah,
trollish.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, if ref is the ad, then this game is unfortunately a very sad game. But I feel like PRs are just they unfortunately outed. And Z123 is gonna be a very solid Merlin candidate.
Interesting.
Ref was not Ref. Well, I was sheeped.
Why is
Uh,
why is he not picking the obvious clean on 3.2?
okay, so Bum, what do you think? Maybe we should add someone for a post-game interview.
You can do that, yeah, I don't mind.
That is gonna be something very interesting. And you know who we're gonna add?
Who?
is gonna be Complex himself.
Nice.
Alright, so just let me. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's this going on? Like this game was quite something. Oh, we are still waiting
Yeah.
for Bum, so we can wait for a second. Oh, hello,
Hey,
Bum.
Hello.
hi, Complex.
Yeah.
What
So, should I
what's the
spoil my
role?
role?
No,
The
you
role.
shouldn't spoil the role yet.
Okay.
We didn't get in, but like,
I'm gonna social read the fuck out of you. No, no. I, I think
well,
it's
reference
Bajanov.
Morgana.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Man. No, Bajanov isn't VT. Sorry, it's not Percival. Reason being that if he's Percival, then Merlin is off mission, and he surely prefers Refrain. So it's not Bajanov the Ape Hunter. So Bajanov is VT. C123 pick the correct M1.
Yeah.
I think it's Ave to Z or Complex or somebody or C123 to Complex. I don't think it's you to C123.
Okay, me myself.
Maybe
I'm gonna see the chat.
yeah. I'm just looking at yeah Ave to
Well,
Complex.
I'm just gonna go. I think it'll make it more interesting. So I'm VT this game. Uh,
You're a VT
I
this
just
game.
yeah.
This is.
I'm pretty sure either Baz is Merlin or it's like Ave to Z.
Well, I'll be real.
Uh,
You played very good. 1.4 was very interesting, an interesting spin. Then you instantly res U123. And
I
you didn't
mean,
res Eevee, even though he still rejected 3.1.
to be honest, I think Ave. I was expecting Ave to pick this pick on 3.2.
Really?
But Evie rejected, so he can't. Uh, but like as soon as Ref tries to question Evie's 3.1 reject, I just had like perma spy Ref in my mind
Oh,
because like what role does that?
yeah, that makes sense. Frankly, I was sheeped by Ref. I was thinking that he's res. Mainly because of 3.2. I was thinking that 3.2 is giving Ref too much control.
Yeah.
that your VT.
Oh, the being VT, wow, that's impressive because even in M5 you said that you don't really think this ref's the ad. So
Well,
you stood by what you felt.
I'm never Merlin on Ref ad, and I don't need to say an Evie and Ave. Like Baz is the one that says add Ave.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and also I think so. My guess is probably 1, 2, 3, maybe.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was thinking, yeah, if it's not you, then maybe even
no,
Ave to Z123.
no, Baz switched too fast. Like I think Ave has to be PR and Baz has to be PR because like if Z and Baz both three are Percival have Percival and Merlin, then Ref should get added. I think if Ave is Merlin, Ref gets added.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what we. So it's
I'm thinking Ave to Bay 3. Because Bay 3 flipped very fast. Like, he took the frame that I provided, like, instantly.
Yeah, that is right. There was this one message that was just like, okay, you don't want to add ref, add Ave, and fuck it. He was like, I don't really care. And I can see why he says that as a non-PR role. Because if you're a VT, the most logical thing that would happen after you set to add ref would be ref being added. And if Z is holding the pick, then you're just gonna say something else.
Yeah. Also, I just feel like if Aves like if it's top or zigzag, uh, I am not Merlin. Also, it's like they hadn't like they had been shading Eevee, but it's like they'd also both spied Ave. So I really have no idea. Like I'm just like they're gonna add Ref, and if Ref isn't the ad, I can be Merlin on either of the, or I can be Merlin on Ave. So it's just like uh I can just like not do anything. Though I think Z spied Ave for 3.2, which is an intentionally pretty awful pick.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, when 3.2 came about, we were like, the only pick that Ave has now is left-hand side complex, and then we didn't pick it. Yeah.
The excellent uh combo would be Bay 3 to Ave. That would be the exceptionally good combo.
Yeah.
That is true. Well, but you saying that your VT made this assassination like so much easier, but it's still not obvious. Like, is you being VT'd here is it would be such a power move during assassination that, like, hands down.
Well, but the other thing is like Ave to Bay 3 is not obvious.
Hmm.
Honestly though, there was a good odds I picked clean on 2.5. It was like I didn't like that Eevee stalled for like 5 minutes on 2.4 before adding. So I was like, Eevee's probably not like a
Mm-hmm.
PR or red PR on right hand side Ave. So I should just add somebody else. But I just didn't have the guts to do it. Though it would have been a very interesting game if it was. Though I think Bay 3 might get shot, so who knows?
Bajanov being shot is assuming that he knows that Ref is Morgana and he's gambling quite heavily on that. Ape is looking terrible.
I have
He
no idea.
looks
Like
very
I
bad.
don't know.
On logic.
I don't know what Bay 3 is banking on. Like maybe it is Bay 3 to Ave.
Oh
No.
wow. If it's Ape Hunter Merlin, I mean, Percival deserves a fucking reward, like all the rest team actually, because Z being like a VT, you being a VT, and Bash being Percy with Ape Merlin, damn, probably the best rest game in all the tournaments.
Well, like Bay 3 flipped very fast. So he's PR. Like I think Z has to be VT. Because it both PRs are not on M4. So I don't know. I guess like what can you
When,
pick
when
if you're
it depends if you want a PR bash, but I think we do have to.
Yeah, you have to. You have to say knowing that I'm VT. Like Z has to be VT. Z spied A for 0 reason.
Yeah.
And then Resref and Baz. Like I guess it could be Z to A, but no.
Well, Ape being Merlin would be just straight up like Z being Percival to Ape and Ref, and everyone is telling him to add Ref, and he's like, he's just, nah, I'm just gonna add Merlin. I would be legendary, man.
Well, because Bay 3 has more incentive to flip his Percival.
More incentive. Oh,
Well,
because
like,
he's more likely to be Merlin on this team?
because he can get shot on left hand side A.
Yeah,
And it's like,
exactly. But
so,
but on Zigzag, there's also so many Merlins.
right.
Anyone could be Merlin on Zigzag.
Well, not me.
Well, you no, I think it could be you. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah,
I
okay,
mean,
you're
like,
right.
I do
Okay, you're right.
1.4.
You're
I
right.
pick reject Wrath. Like, how much on
Yeah.
Merlin do I need to do? But then I'm never dying on Zigzag anyways.
Okay. That is true. Oh well. I'm liking complex to pass a bit more.
Oh,
You know, the worst
I'm
thing is that when you play a very good VT game and they shoot you to actually Merlin, and like, that's just depressing. Like, let's just pray that that's not gonna happen.
I'm praying it's bad to Ave, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
Yeah.
Apparently, I think
Uh,
Z is the safest shot.
no. What?
Yeah.
Baz, Baz flipped like a instantly. And Z spies Ave first for what reason?
So if it's bad enough to Z123, he could be just like, I
Nah,
hate 3.2.
Well,
yeah.
then
You guys
why?
think it's like impossible, bash to Z123?
No, because Baz eliminates Eevee as an ad.
Yes, that's how.
Oh yeah,
It has to be Baz to complex, or Baz to what's it called, or like Baz to complex it still doesn't work because why is he asking for ref? It has to be Ave to complex with like Baz with a great read.
that's. I don't know. Something doesn't sit with me here. Something is so.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's just Ave. I mean, three to I don't know why. I guess like slamming square is so bad after ref removes.
Ave to Z. Ave to Z. And he doesn't pick.
No, no, it's not Ave to
No,
Z. Baz is not a VT.
I think it's eighth to Baz. That's my line.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
But Ave to Baz is so. Good play, actually. Good play. From Bajanov, of course. And I mean, from Ave as well, because he kind of unpercies. They are not gonna shoot Ave to Bajanov.
If he is telling the truth about his thoughts, yeah, I mean, I just did say my thoughts, but also I think I'd say those thoughts as Merlin. I don't
But then
know. I feel like I don't know. Maybe I could have been stronger, but I really didn't know between Ave and Evie. I just hated Ref.
Hmm.
And if Ref is not Res, I'm like I need to be a frame.
Yeah, frankly, I was so sure that Fraps Raz.
you played stellar complex. Your picks and chats and votes are really good.
Yeah, he really did.
I mean, I wish 2.5 was clean. That's the only regret. But it's just like I couldn't justify it to myself.
Honestly, you didn't do anything wrong.
Is this Percy? Like I feel like my Percy, you'd think I would be more aggressive in just spying Wrath and trying to. Is it Bastion aim?
Ave and Baz are both the kind of players who app each other on a shit 3.2 like that as both PRs with both spies on mission.
I think like they're giving me too much credit for like overriding too hard. Like
I kind of want to see what actually happened in M4. I feel like I have
well,
maybe not seen something.
Baz says Ave's team is left hand side complex, which I agree, and then Z spies Ave.
1, 2, 3, Raz. Also, Complex, just one question. Why did you
Yeah.
Raz Z1, 2, 3 instantly? Didn't.
Uh,
What about right hand side and Bashanov? How did you kill that team?
well, first off, I think 1.2 is like a very strong pick that I'm like it's VT unlikely to be uh incorrect. Second,
Mm-hmm.
I think Square does not need 4 apps. I think it's a pretty like ref removes Ave and then Ave adds ref. I think that there's a lot of people that have reason to reject that because like why can't Square get picked on 3.1?
Oh, so that's the reasoning. I see, I see. Okay, I'm reading Bajanov's chat and it does not sound VT.
It's not VT.
Yeah.
I think Baz flipped too early. Like I was not going to flip on my anti-ref.
Okay, let's GM correctly. Let's GM complex. He is doing a long con here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I am so
I completely
sorry.
believe that.
Oh, that would be something though if you're actually like Merlin.
I wish.
You're trolling us all along.
That'd be pretty legendary.
That would be legendary.
Man, I think I just have to pick 2.5 clean. When I pick 2.5 dirty, the game's just over.
Honestly, how can you pick clean 2.5? From your
EV stalled
POV.
into a so I add somebody. Like, though, also, I think Ave to Baz makes a ton of sense because Ave snap picked 2.1. Like, no thoughts in his head.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, that is a good point because if I would be a 1.4 and 1.4 was picked instantly, I remember that. So I would be surprised by 1.4. I would be thinking, like, what the fuck
Baz
did this just happen?
it's not bad enough to Ave because he wouldn't instantly call left hand arrow. He would say left hand side Eevee would think left hand side Eevee could also be a team with
Yeah,
complex, but he instantly called the clean team for Ave. So I think it's just Baz enough.
yeah, it's just Ave to Baz. I don't know.
Yeah,
I tried to be a frame, but
yeah.
It's really
maybe I should
easy.
apt. If I apt Ave, I think I die. No,
Yeah.
maybe I don't. Maybe they still shoot complex to Bazanov.
Hmm. Yeah, this is a difficult situation because you
So
played very
Baz,
well, but it is what it is.
yeah, but like Ave to Baz is such a stupid combo.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you didn't carry, if you wouldn't play this well, the real combo wouldn't be found out. If you
Okay, so
think
I
about
think
it.
Bazanov like doubling down on ref. Like I think if Bazanov just said the ad and spied ref, I think I die.
Oh,
Like
oh,
it's
yeah,
Bazanov
that's actually
spamming
something.
zigzag, which kills my frame.
Hmm.
Like if Bazanov is just like I don't like zigzag, I think we solve.
Meh.
Actually, you're right. So Bajanov could frame you like incredibly well. Look at you, 1.4. He
Right.
can even take 50-50 because Spice would be thinking like, hey, Complex probably wouldn't suicide on 1.4. Maybe. But that would still be a 50-50.
Yeah, I think the mission. I think Ave also is in a tough spot. Like he needs to just insta spy ref. Like I know people. It seems like he's like outing Percy or whatever.
Why didn't he pick left hand side and Eevee though?
1.1.
Oh, 1.1. Damn, like I would probably just fuck him once. I mean, Square left hand side and Eevee would be more logical. I honestly don't see much logic for Square. Is there? Referee is gonna be next Hammer. If you pick him, then
Yeah.
you kind of give him so much power. You give him two missions of info, and then you give him Hammer as well. You can't really have more power.
Man, I don't know. I'm getting smoked this game. I feel like if Ave spies Ref, the game probably like Z probably doesn't spy Ave. Like Ave didn't want to out PR. Like we already
Hmm.
did like an unpercy. Just spy the flip out of Ref, res Z, and then like
Yeah,
go
that
from
that
there.
is a good point. If you decide to pick 3.2, then you should be able to know Morgana quite quickly.
This
Bruh.
is. I mean, it's like I'm 99% sure it's Bay 3. But like if Baz is Merlin, why does he feel the need to push zigzag? Excellent question.
Yep.
Extremely frustrating game.
And
Oh
you
well.
were a VT. Damn,
I
you
come.
played very well.
Oh well.
Good job,
We tried our best.
Complex. What it is, what it is. All right,
Well played, Com.
guys.
Thanks for
Thank you
having.
for being here with me,
Thanks.
and
Bye.
I'll see you next time. See you.